The U.S. Department of Defense has awarded contracts totaling $76.6 billion for the construction of 5 Columbia-class ballistic missile submarines and 9 Virginia-class Block 6 attack submarines, marking one of the largest submarine procurement packages in U.S. naval history. Under the agreement, General Dynamics Electric Boat will serve as the prime contractor for the 5 Columbia-class submarines, while General Dynamics Electric Boat and Huntington Ingalls Industries Newport News Shipbuilding will jointly build the 9 Virginia-class Block 6 submarines. The contract allocates $29.5 billion for the construction of the Columbia-class Build 2 submarines, $42.1 billion for the Virginia-class Block 6 boats, and an additional $5 billion to strengthen the U.S. nuclear shipbuilding industrial base, including investments in production capacity, workforce development, and critical shipyard infrastructure at both shipbuilders. Vice Admiral Robert Gaucher, Director of Submarine Programs, stated, "This historic investment underscores the department's continued commitment to undersea superiority and the recapitalization of our nuclear triad. By securing the continuous production of both the Columbia and Virginia classes, we ensure we will continue to deliver the world's most lethal, survivable, and resilient combat platform." In this video, Defense Updates analyzes how U.S. Navy will continue to dominate the undersea warfare with $76.6 billion deal for 14 new submarines. Before we proceed, a word on NordVPN, which is one of the most trusted and fastest VPN brand that has a no-log policy validated by Deloitte. NordVPN provides a 256-bit encrypted tunnel that protects your privacy and also enables you to access contents that are blocked based on geolocation. Its threat protection system helps you avoid phishing, scams, and malware. NordVPN application is available for all the major platforms as well as browsers. Get an exclusive NordVPN deal with massive saving by going to nordvpn.com/defense or clicking the link in the description. It's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. The Columbia-class ballistic missile submarine, SSBN, represents the most significant modernization of the United States sea-based nuclear deterrent in more than 4 decades. Designed to replace the aging Ohio-class fleet beginning in the early 2030s, the Columbia-class will form the backbone of the U.S. Navy's strategic deterrence posture well into the 2080s. Although only 12 submarines are planned, compared to the current fleet of 14 Ohio-class SSBNs, the Columbia-class has been engineered to deliver greater operational availability, survivability, and reliability throughout its service life. With a submerged displacement exceeding 20,800 tons and an overall length of approximately 171 meters, 561 feet, the Columbia-class will be one of the largest submarines ever built by the United States. Each vessel will be powered by a newly developed nuclear reactor designed to operate for the submarine's entire 42-year service life without requiring midlife refueling. Eliminating the complex and costly refueling overhaul significantly increases fleet availability while reducing maintenance requirements and life cycle costs. The submarines will carry 16 Trident 2D5LE life extension submarine-launched ballistic missiles, SLBMs, compared with the 24 missile tubes found on the Ohio-class. The Columbia-class compensates for the lower tube count through improved availability, higher stealth, and enhanced survivability, rather than increased missile capacity. It is also to be noted that in Ohio, 4 tubes on each boat were deactivated to comply with the New START Treaty, and hence only 20 are active currently. A defining feature of the Columbia-class is its emphasis on acoustic stealth. The submarines incorporate an electric drive propulsion system that replaces the traditional mechanical reduction gears used in previous U.S. nuclear submarines. This architecture substantially reduces machinery noise and vibration, making the submarine significantly quieter during patrols. Additional noise reduction measures include advanced pump jet propulsion, improved hull coatings, vibration isolation systems, and extensive acoustic damping throughout the vessel. The Columbia-class also introduces the Common Missile Compartment, CMC, jointly developed by the United States and the United Kingdom. This modular missile section will be shared with the Royal Navy's future Dreadnought-class SSBNs, reducing development costs while improving interoperability and long-term sustainment between the two allies. Improved digital control systems, integrated monitoring, and automated ship management technologies are expected to enhance the combat potential. The Virginia-class attack submarine, SSN, is the cornerstone of the U.S. Navy's undersea warfare strategy. Developed to replace the aging Los Angeles-class fleet, the Virginia-class was designed as a highly versatile, multi-mission platform capable of conducting anti-submarine warfare, anti-surface warfare, land attack missions, intelligence collection, special operations support, and undersea surveillance. Over 2 decades of continuous development have transformed the class into one of the world's most capable nuclear-powered attack submarines. The upcoming Block 6 variant represents the next major evolutionary step, introducing improved stealth, enhanced sensors, greater payload flexibility, and technologies that will pave the way for the Navy's future SSNX attack submarine. The most significant increase in firepower arrived with the Virginia Payload Module, VPM, introduced in Block 5 submarines. The 84-foot hull extension incorporates 4 large-diameter payload tubes, each capable of carrying 7 Tomahawk cruise missiles or other large payloads. This increases the submarine's strike capacity by 28 additional cruise missiles, raising the total weapon load to approximately 65 torpedo-sized weapons. The VPM also helps offset the retirement of the Navy's 4 Ohio-class guided missile submarines, SSGNs, which previously carried up to 154 Tomahawk missiles each. Block 6 builds directly upon these enhancements while focusing on improving survivability and undersea dominance in increasingly contested environments. According to U.S. Navy planning documents, the new variant retains the Virginia Payload Module while incorporating enhanced acoustic superiority, safety improvements, and technologies that will serve as a bridge to the next generation SSNX. The Navy has also integrated 2 low-cost conformal arrays into the Block 6 technical baseline, expanding passive sonar coverage and improving long-range detection of increasingly quiet adversary submarines. These arrays enhance the submarine's ability to detect, classify, and track contacts while remaining acoustically silent. The Block 6 design is also expected to incorporate improvements to undersea networking, combat systems, and payload integration. Its open architecture computing environment enables rapid insertion of new sensors, software, electronic warfare capabilities, and autonomous systems throughout the submarine's service life. The class is being optimized to deploy and recover increasingly sophisticated unmanned underwater vehicles, UUVs, extending its reconnaissance, mine warfare, and intelligence collection capabilities far beyond the host platform. Stealth remains the defining characteristic of the Virginia class. Successive blocks have introduced quieter propulsion machinery, improved hull treatments, advanced acoustic isolation, and increasingly capable sonar systems. Block 6 continues this trend with further reductions in radiated noise and enhanced acoustic performance. The $76.6 billion contract is roughly equivalent to the annual defense budget of some of the world's largest military powers, underscoring the extraordinary scale of the U.S. Navy's investment in undersea warfare. The procurement alone exceeds Russia's annual defense expenditure when measured at market exchange rates, and is nearly equivalent to India's entire annual defense budget. The awards also reaffirm the long-standing partnership between General Dynamics Electric Boat in Groton, Connecticut, and Huntington Ingalls Industries' Newport News Shipbuilding in Newport News, Virginia. Together, the 2 shipbuilders form the backbone of the United States nuclear submarine industrial base, jointly producing some of the world's most advanced and capable undersea platforms. Collectively, the awards support a once-in-a-generation modernization of the U.S. Navy's undersea fleet in the sea-based leg of the nation's nuclear triad. Since 2013, the Columbia-class has remained the U.S. Navy's highest priority acquisition program, reflecting its central role in replacing the aging Ohio-class ballistic missile submarines. As strategic competition intensifies and rival powers continue modernizing and expanding their nuclear forces, the Columbia-class will provide the United States with a highly survivable and credible sea-based nuclear deterrent well into the second half of the century. The Virginia-class is the workhorse of the U.S. submarine force. The forthcoming Block 6 variant will ensure the platform retains a decisive operational advantage against increasingly capable Chinese and Russian submarine fleets and anti-submarine warfare networks. Beyond submarine construction, the additional investment in shipyard modernization, production infrastructure, advanced manufacturing equipment, workforce expansion, and supply chain resilience will ensure that shipbuilders can sustain higher production rates over the coming decades. An air-launched Type 25 is a cause for further concerns for China.